Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Be Real. I'm your host, Melissa Kiplagat, and as usual, I'm joined by our three beautiful hosts. I don't know, Dr. C, start us off. Introduce yourself.
I'm Dr. C, Dr. Catherine Masitsa. I'm CEO and founder of Samantha's Bridal, and I'm a winemaker. Today we are enjoying the red wine. This is a Spanish wine available everywhere in Kenya, and I hope you're buying this Kenyan brand. Now, at Samantha's Bridal, we connect people and cultures by helping them celebrate life's greatest moments, and the wine is part of it. Thank you.
And you have a new dating.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Matchmaking.
Matchmaking.
Yes.
We will talk
I
about
signed
that later.
up.
Oh, you signed up?
Oh, I've signed up. First one there. Melvin, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Melvin Alusa. I am a professional actor, I'm a father, I'm a businessman. But as you know, finished with me in that sitting room, I'm your leading man.
Lovely, and CEO, finish us off.
I'm CEO Charles Otieno. I'm a media practitioner, managing editor, and I do many things. A father, a married man.
Have you had women? He's a married man.
A leading man, a married
married
man, a
man.
matchmaker.
And a single mom. And a soon-to-be wife. Guy, I'm not nice to myself. Yeah, so thank you for Samantha Wines, which are going to be taking us through the episode. And for Maybelline, for our makeup, we appreciate it. And let's go to our first story, you guys. So, talking about weddings and being a wife soon, fingers crossed. I want to paint a scenario. And this is a scenario that people have been painted for and people on social media are talking about. What would you do? So let's say I'm married. And my husband, you find out that all this money that my husband has been using to pay our bills, our rent, once we're going on holiday, all this money is not coming from his job. This money is coming from his side woman. Or should I say his sugar mama? Now when you find this out, your man has been with another woman, and this woman is one who's funding your lifestyle. Women, I'm going to start with you, Dr. C, in this situation. Do you continue and say, okay, fine, she's giving us money, let's continue the arrangement, I don't want to downgrade my lifestyle? Or do you say, excuse me, cheating is cheating and that's not the kind of marriage I want, I'm out? Dr. C, what would you do?
I think I would walk out. And first of all, I always tell women, if you're getting married to any man, or even the men marrying a woman, please you should know the source of funds. I think in this case, it's just downright, in my world, I think it's wrong, because it's not just about the money. You know, money, you can always work and make money.
Yeah.
Money can
you make
be
money,
made.
you lose money, yeah.
But something is wrong somewhere. So the next thing, he's going to be a drug dealer. You're just going to accept it. Or he's just going to rob people. There's something morally, fundamentally wrong with that kind of an arrangement. Okay. So no, thank you. I'm out.
Okay, so CEO, number one, what would you tell that woman to do? And if you turned it on its head, you find out that your wife, all these nice things that you've been buying, she's been buying around the house, these curtains, this car, that it's from her side guy. See, this Father's Day gift that she got you is from her side guy's money. What would you do?
The world has reached where it has reached.
But this is a conversation.
Yes, and the fact is that all this, I always take it back to the value system people have in this world. And the situation where people are thinking that in this world, if you don't have money, you can't live. Women nowadays want to date people with money only. If you don't have money, even Melissa here, if you don't have money, you're out.
You're out.
If you don't have money, you're nothing.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
So the problem has been that we have equated our life to what people earn. So now, these families have come to realize that for me to keep my wife, or for me to keep my husband, I must look for that money and I bring it to her so that we... And the woman also thinks that, I do not care. I've seen even in many other perspectives that a man, there's a woman who's asking another man that, you are saying you don't have money. Even those thugs out there, so they come with money. You can't rob. You see, a woman telling the husband that those people who rob to bring to feed their families, you think they're not men enough. So it is how we have warped our ideas and ideology, where we are looking for wealth as the biggest thing in our lives. That's why we are ending up where we are. But if that is the situation, I think it is important for you to know, when you're getting into a relationship, what did you want? When you're getting married, you said for good or for worse.
Yeah.
So, if it gets worse, you go to the village and eat your muhogo peacefully.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I completely agree with you. And for me, I want to add on to another point. I want to add another point.
Yes.
I want to completely agree with what Bob Marley said in this
Yes.
in his song "No Woman,
No cry.
No Cry." He was addressing men.
Yes.
That the pressure for men, we have been brought down, or rather tumepunguzwa kwa kiasi kwamba you are equivalent, your worth as a man is equivalent to the money that you have.
Yes.
Without money, you're a nobody, you are nothing. I don't want any, there's no other quality I want from you except just show me the money. So, when now we're in this situation where I find out my wife has been doing this thing, and all these things that have been, this frivolous lifestyle we have been living, opulence, has been coming from another man. First of all, I'm very heartbroken.
Yes.
I think I would need therapy for a few years.
Yeah.
And number two, my ego as a man cannot accept that.
Yeah.
In fact, I will up and leave you. I'll take my kids, by the way. I will up, they're my kids. I will up and live with my children and leave you with your money
babas
and your baba, and you will never hear from us again, because that's just completely ridiculous.
I think you guys, you do have a point in that. I think people, especially in our generation, they do maybe sometimes overvalue money when it comes to men. But I do think there's a place for that as well, because men are the providers. So to expect women to separate you as a man and not look at you and what you're capable of providing, I also think that's unfair and unreasonable to ask women to negate that. But that being said, I also think that when you get married, you are getting married for the good or bad. I'm not going to marry a man who has not shown me evidence that he can make as much money as me I want us to be making and maintain our lifestyle. But I'm also very aware of the fact that, look, marriage is long. And in that marriage, things will go up and things will go down.
Yes.
So I'm perfectly prepared. I will stick with him. I'm not someone who's going to be like, no, we got married at this level, we must maintain this level. Things happen. And if those things happen, we'll go down and we'll go up together. But I have to at least know that you've gone up here once. You need to show me evidence that you are capable of going up here, which is why I'm saying I will not date someone who's not over here already. Because what evidence are you showing me that you can even ever get here? If things happen in the marriage, that's okay and that's understandable, and you should expect it. You should expect marriage will go like this.
So I think in
but in that situation, if I was that chick, let me tell you, in my mind, that our marriage is over. But I'll be like, Sawa, let's continue for 6 months. Yeah. Let's take her money. Once I feel like I've taken enough of that money,
so
Melissa, what are you saying?
Melissa, so you'll be comfortable now knowing there's another woman. You, the way I know you. So you'll be comfortable now. I tell you. So babe, now you see, it's my weekend out with the. Our sponsor.
The moment I hear that, our marriage in my mind is over. Let me tell you something about me. I love so deeply, but the moment I decide I do not love you anymore, it is dead.
So for those 6
I
months
could see you being beaten on the side of the road, I'll feel nothing for you.
So for those 6 months you will stay, will you continue to be intimate?
No, I will not.
I'll kick you out also.
No, I will stay to take my money, to build my money, to prepare me and my kids, and then I'm out.
What if it doesn't happen?
You know what she's saying? Is that, and there's something that women are advised, if you're getting out of a bad marriage, and that is a bad marriage, you prepare.
You don't just go and
you don't just wake up and go. And you know, there are lots of women who are living in very bad marriages. There is a lot of violence, and that's emotional violence that is being meted on her, really. And they stay there because they just don't even know how to live. So what she's saying, she's right. She stays, plans herself, get as much. Okay, mkae uko wenyewe. I'm out of here.
But there are also women who would not mind staying. Remember that.
That is true.
Remember, there are women.
But that marriage is over.
It's over. Yeah, it's over. What is that now? It's a business arrangement at this point.
There's some people. There's some people who even their wives cheat, but they don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, for
true.
the move. Anyway, in the same vein, so there's a conversation that I saw, the other day online. Would you, about when a man wants to keep his woman or his wife, win her, her fidelity, 110%, that, he should try and improve the wife's, social status
Yes.
and life, basically, generally. So things like, and we've seen men do this kind of thing. We've seen men educate their wives through masters, whatnot, get them perhaps jobs through their networks and all that. In the sense of, let me cultivate my woman or cultivate my lady, so that she can be, she can stay true to me. And so number one, she can actually stay. So I think men do it out of a good heart and out of love. But there's also the aspect of this. I'm doing this so that she won't leave me or she will stay.
To make her unattainable to other men.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It reminds me
let
of,
let me start with you actually. You see, since you're
yes.
since you're a woman, would this be the case?
As you're saying, and I'm just starting to laugh because it reminds me of Mwamburi and Stella. Eh?
Exactly. Akamwambia in Japan.
Yeah, as women move up, and obviously you're expecting a higher standard of a man. Okay?
Yep.
So what means is that, and there are many people there at the bottom of the pyramid. So as you move higher, just know that even you as a man, I may get somebody higher than you.
It is actually.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
I personally feel like, and we were talking about this before we started the show, I think if you pour into your woman, if you love her, if you honor her, if you upgrade her, her loyalty to you will strengthen. So I do think it's true that if you truly treat your woman right and you really pour into her, she will be super loyal to you. And I also think, like kind of what you were saying, if you elevate a woman, there are less and less men who meet her standards. And so the higher you elevate her, the less men that will even dare to come and approach her because they're like, hey, this one is above me. So I think it's true.
But we've had, see, maybe you can help here because we've also had cases of men doing all these things
And they're left.
and elevating,
It's true.
and they're left because now
That's true.
I don't know what the English translation of kiburi. I don't know what kiburi means. But pride doesn't quite. Pride is not. Kiburi is something else. Pride.
It's Madarao, is that what?
Madarao mixed with pride.
Okay.
I feel that sometimes, women, this won't really be a 100%, protection
True, yeah.
of this marriage. Because some women just tend to, okay, you've done that for me, you've used your stuff, entitlement, I don't care.
That's true.
In fact, live my life. And they actually take off. So I don't think it's really,
You see,
it's neither here nor there for me.
you see what Dr. C is saying is actually what basically happens. The moment a woman gets to realize that her potential is even much higher than what you're offering. Remember, there's nothing. You are just providing education, you're providing better life for her. She's going up the ladder. If you want to better your wife's education, better yourself also. To the level that you can operate on. She's a doctor. You want her to introduce you as a mister? Or you left in your first degree and the wife has a master's and a PhD. That woman will look for where they'll hold discussions with the fellow professors. And there's always someone who will be challenging her mentally there. Women are stimulated, and they're stimulated sexually, emotionally, and physically. That's why they look at a guy and say, this guy looks okay. They look at this, his mental strength is much better. So if you do not fit all the above, he'll go and look for that. That's why I always tell men, if you want to educate a woman, have you ever seen a super rich man, the old money, when they take their wives due to higher education and then they have that charcoal dealing business? They open for them a kiosk and they tell them, now this is your money. You want 10 million, you have 10 million. You want 20, you have, but not take her to education, because from there, she'll move out. So you must know.
So elevate yourself as you elevate her
Elevate
also.
yourself and
I think that's
elevate
good
your woman.
advice. Yeah. Okay.
But in the cases also where you're already elevated.
Elevator then.
Where you're already elevated.
Ah, they will go.
So you're bringing her up a bit. She may not even be on your level. Some still live.
They'll leave. That's why I'm saying that now they'll find another person who has those attributes they're looking for.
Okay. Okay. Dr. C, take us to our next topic.
Oh, great. Now, for those of you still in the dating scene, and for me, who is a matchmaker. So the question is, difficult for young men. You're taking out your girlfriend, and she comes with
Our friends.
all her gang. I call them gangs.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
gang, that one. They're robbers.
Is the boy child expected to pay for her?
I think for me, because I saw that video, and it was I think it was the girlfriend's birthday, and he was like, oh, I'll pay for the food, and then she showed up with 19 friends, and then they're all outside, and she's like, well, you said you're going to pay, and then she even had the audacity to say, nobody likes a broke man, in front of all her friends when he was refusing to pay. Me, I think number one, that is bad manners. Honestly, your man is
Yes.
taking you out, and you're coming with other people.
8, 19.
I think that is just bad manners. Honestly, that man should leave. If you're a man, have self-respect and be like, this woman does not respect me,
Yeah.
and leave. Me, I think it's very, very bad manners. Me, I would never do it. I don't expect for my man, this is my thing. You guys, that's not your husband, and that's not your father. He's not responsible for you and all your people. So I really think if we're married, then let it be a joint decision that we have made. Okay, we're going to go out. These are the people who are going to come. Let's handle the bill. That's fine. But to show up for a date, and me, I'm sorry, but the moment a chick shows up to a date and she's brought her friends, you get up and walk out. Unadu, what are you saying that for? I think it's in such bad taste, and it's just childish. You men, stop tolerating these things. That's why women are feeling
But I think
comfortable
this is
doing it.
first things first, I think this kind of topic we're even addressing at a certain age group, because I don't think people like us
That
here,
chick
number
was
one.
like my age.
Really?
Yes. And there are women even older than me who do that. They'll go to the country clubs and they'll come with their 3 friends and they're expecting the man to pay for everything.
So number one is a man, you should know if a man, if you're out on a date, or you call your girlfriend whatever for a date, and she comes with 2, 3 other women. Number one, that woman doesn't even want you.
She doesn't want you. It's a free meal. It's a free meal.
She doesn't even love you in the first
Yeah.
place. This is just something. Let's go hug this man. Let's just go to let's go spend.
Yeah.
So intelligent as I am, number one, this is a no-no. However, what I would do, I'll let them come in, and I'll tell them, order. You guys order, have it. In fact, go for whatever you want, and I'll be the nicest gentleman ever. Of course, if we are 3 or 4, conversation is not just between me and her.
Yeah.
It's also between
And all
me
the
and
other
my friends.
I can
Yeah.
see where your conversation is going.
I will take this thing up to where it will be you've eaten and drunk to your fill.
And you even have takeaway bags.
Take away bags. Before you guys finish, I'll call the waiter, pay my bill, and vanish. Or, however, and at that time, I'm also looking at your friends. You've come with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Some of them are basically hotter than you. And I'm taking numbers. I'll check your friend. So I'll leave you there with the big bill, and I'll check your friend as well. Funzo.
Theo, what would you do in that situation? And would it be different for you because you're married? Would it be different if you took your wife out for lunch and she brought 2, 3 of her friends?
In fact, women are they wouldn't allow their friends to come when you're going for dinner.
I would never, my friend.
Women are not that way. They
Yeah.
will not agree. They will never accept. It's a family meeting. It's a family meeting. It's not, if you're going to eat as friends, you invite them out, and there's a conversation which everyone knows who is coming. But even for younger guys, I always say that you cut your cloth or you spread your bed and lie in it. Why are you hooking up with a chick?
Who would do that?
Who do that? In this world, you've seen so many women. You are just picking that one who's a gold digger. If you are going to pick a gold digger, then you'll have a problem. There are women who are more decent than that. A woman who shows up with 19 friends without
not around.
consulting you does not, as Melvin said, doesn't love you, doesn't care about your finances. And anyway, how does she know that women don't like broke men? If she doesn't like, no one. You see, the statement I had a problem with when she said, no one likes a broke nigger. Clearly, you're not everyone. There are people who are married by people who are Shushinas, and they're living.
Yeah, so I think what we're saying is men stop tolerating this kind of
Yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah.
And women have some self-respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think everything has been said on my
Yes.
part.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just say it's very childish, and advise the girls, if you're trying to date and you want serious, you hope this relationship could go any further, please stop taking your friends, your gang of friends, to dates.
They're just robbers.
Yeah. Okay. Dr. C, do you want to take us to a break?
We'll be back with more real conversations.
New Superstay Vinyl Ink from Maybelline, New York. Shake up your long wear with no budge vinyl color. Color lock formula. Up to 16-hour wear. New Superstay Vinyl Ink, Maybelline, New York.
Well, we are back. We had the first part of our conversation. We talked about very many issues. We talked about a girl who went with 19 friends. And now we are taking it even to a further and a higher level. This week, something really happened which really shocked many people, that a man decided to fake his own death to see how people will mourn him. I find it as the most stupid thing, but anyway, let me not make my comments first. How do you fake death? And you want to see how people will react. Melissa?
I definitely would not do that. Me, I think the tongue is powerful. Me, I don't want people going around saying Melissa is dead, Melissa is dead. I don't want that power in the universe.
Yes.
I wouldn't do that, but I also understand his point. I feel like these days, everyone is in their phones. Like, I do think people really take, they don't value each other in the same way that we did before. I think it's just sad. If you've gotten to the point where with your own family, you have to take such a drastic measure to kind of wake them up and be like, hey guys, I'm here, please value me. I found it, more than anything, I just found it so sad that he felt he had to go to that length. What do you think, Dr. C?
Well, seeing what happens to Kenya when in the event of people's death, and how people just turn around, you know, the widows are tossed around, people who even never contributed to your well-being, and they're there now, they want it to be them. I thought it was such a brilliant idea. So brilliant. Then
Just
you
to see
come
what will
back.
happen.
Yes. Yes, I'm telling you, particularly in Kenya here.
That's true.
You want to know which women have come up? Huh?
To claim the wealth.
To claim, yes.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, if you have a lot of money, try that and see what happens.
Imagine, like, if some people came back
Yeah.
to life, like, do you know how many people would be scampering and just running for their life?
Yeah, that's true.
Because they know them. Hey,
I think maybe, okay.
Melvin, yeah.
There's a you know, just to support that, there's a TikTok video I saw the other day. You know, with the finance bill and life being what it is in this country, there was someone who was venting and saying, in this bunge la wananchi in Embakasi, there's normally bunge la wananchi, and people are talking, and someone said, President William Ruto, ukitaka kujua Wakenya wanakuchukia, kufa leo, alafu urudi kesho, uone vile tutakuwa tunasherehekea. So basically,
Where?
you know, yeah. So you know, it was a TikTok video. So basically, I think if you can get to a point where I support that if you really want to know what people think about you, then come back after death. And the only way to come back after death is to fake your own death.
Hey.
I think...
you find your little family there, in a corner, they've been pushed there by these people.
Yeah.
I think the best
And your
thing,
beautiful wife is gone.
Huh?
I always say that that is you guys, it's good that you want, but if you want that guy, if people do not feel that my value now,
Yeah.
I don't need them to feel it even later. Because my happiness, I always think happiness is individual. It doesn't matter how well you treat people. They'll treat you the way they feel.
Yeah.
So, as much as I would like people to treat me probably differently, your family might, you're the only guy who has educated all your siblings or your relatives. None of them, don't expect any of them to give you anything. You will take them to school, clothe them, educate them, give them all these finances, give them life to live on a better place. But if you sit down and you think that they care about you, there's one thing I was told a long time ago, that if you help, just help.
Don't
Do
expect
not
anything back.
expect anything from anyone in return. And you live a very fulfilling life. Give education to your brothers, give to your sisters, to your siblings, to anyone who is in need, but do not have any expectation.
Yeah.
Because human beings, the way they are born, the moment you give them, they start asking you, so did I tell you to give me?
That's true.
Oh, so did I tell you to educate me? So it was your money. You would have bought land with it.
Yeah, that's your problem.
It's a problem.
So
So you just be happy.
Fulfill yourself.
Yeah,
yourself.
that mantra is good. So, you know, like they say in Kiswahili, tenda wema nenda
Nenda
zako.
zako.
Do your thing, move on.
Move on.
Forget about what people, human beings, we are so complicated. Like, you
They
know,
will
like,
just say bad things.
yeah, and that's why I think also God, he hid our thoughts and our hearts. Because
Yes.
if we knew what people think about us, maybe,
Yes.
you know, we'll go crazy. But anyway, moving on, I think I'd like to talk about, there's someone who said, you know, on some radio station that relationships between a man and a woman would work better if, or they only work when the man is the one that is in love, or rather, I don't know how
He loves
how
the
to
woman
measure.
more.
You love more when a man loves the woman more than she loves him. Basically, when the man is the primary lover
yes.
of the relationship, then it has a higher chance of working than vice versa. I don't know what you guys think about that.
I think it's very true. As in, like, if you just think about
Bible.
traditionally, like, the man is the pursuer, so he needs to want the woman enough to pursue her. It's not the woman's job to pursue or to be there and make herself so available for this man to come and get her. It's his job to pursue and for her to put up a little bit of a chase. So I think just traditionally, the way the relationship builds, it should be that way. It should be, he's seen someone, he's like me, I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get her. And I think it should continue like that. So I agree. Dr. C, you agree?
I always say a woman, the man should actually worship the ground you walk on.
Because you worship your ground in return.
Yes. It is, that's where you should actually start from. He must worship that ground. And those relationships, those marriages last so much more and longer. The problem with a lot of the marriages, some of them that I see breaking, is that it's the woman trying to take the man's place and trying to push things and all that.
Yeah.
Eventually, one day this man will just find a nice lady that he can pursue and feel like a man.
Yeah.
You see,
This is going to happen.
you see what
Save
Dr. C
yourself.
you are saying is what will happen, because you know why men are ordered to love their women? Because to love a woman is very difficult.
Why do I feel a deja vu?
I know, because he said this exact thing before. And we replied by saying respecting a man is also very difficult.
It's just, to love a woman is very difficult.
Yeah.
Extremely difficult.
It is.
That's why we are ordered in the Bible, men, love your wives.
And the same Bible orders the women, submit.
Yes,
And it's
because
hard to
women,
difficult
submit.
it is to submit.
Yeah, do you
I
know it's
agree.
hard?
I agree, for women it's very hard to submit because it's a high authority. And women do not like that high authority because they always want to challenge it. But to love a woman, you must give yourself. Because that woman will wake up today with her moods, her emotions, her feelings, her attitude. And then just another day, just one day someone tells you, hi, and she, why are you saying hi to me? Did I wrong you?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me?
Yeah.
Do I love you? When you don't know you love me. So you wonder, what the hell is this? So women are very complicated individual creatures, actually. It's very hard to satisfy a woman, one. Because they do not know what they want even themselves. They do not know.
And
Melissa, do you know what you want?
Yeah, do you know what you
true.
want? They don't know what.
It's true. We
They-
don't know what we want.
They don't know
I
themselves.
agree.
They don't know.
Yes.
They
We
do
know
not-
we're crazy.
They don't.
Women, we know we're crazy.
Yeah, I know what I want.
They don't know what they want because they don't know themselves, but they expect you to
To
figure
know
them
what
out.
we want.
Yes.
Yeah.
How
You
know?
want to figure someone out, but they
Yeah.
don't know what they want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we're illogical. I know. I've accepted.
I think also, to be honest, I think love is when I think about love, love is the jurisdiction of a man. God made men to love.
Yes.
There's nowhere where we are told, where women are told to love us.
Never.
And honestly, I don't know, but
Me,
I
I've
think
been in
women
love
women become fond of men.
You tell women.
Women become fond of men. I don't know if women, have the capacity
I don't
to actually
love.
I think no.
And
I
that
think
one
women
has
love.
to-
I think
to-
women love. I think it's men don't. You don't value
love
love.
differently.
You value your woman respecting you. You value your woman submitting to you, not loving you. Would that be correct? Because me, I value him loving me above anything else. So maybe that's
Or
that's
maybe
why.
I think
Yeah.
the
Or it's
language.
the
Are we
exact-
talking about the language of love?
maybe
or are
yeah,
we
maybe
talking about
maybe it's the language
love?
or the interpretation.
And talking
of
about
love,
love,
I think
actually, yeah. Let's if we move
If
on
you
to.
didn't- imagine if you didn't love a man and you have to like live with him for the rest of your
I
life. Oh
know.
my God.
And speaking
But
of,
we are saying like that. Just a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
You're saying like that. But remember those women who are married in those who are in the villages, arranged marriages.
You can
but they grow to love.
Yeah.
They grow to love.
I just told
To-
you,
to
Melissa,
grow
today.
become
Yeah, and you
fond
grow
of.
to love.
Yes.
Maybe
you grow
fond
to
of.
love.
Sometimes, there's love and then there's being practical. Yeah. Sometimes you've got to be practical.
Yes.
Yeah.
And talking
there
about
are many
being-
women who are practical.
And talking perfectly about being practical for our last story, there is someone who was saying that when women are in a relationship and they love their men, they think, oh my gosh, she worships the ground he walks on, he's so fantastic. It's really hard for her not to feel jealous or to feel like he's not cheating, because in her head, she's thinking everyone is seeing this fantastic, amazing 10 out of 10 man the same way I'm looking at him as a 10 out of 10 man. Do you guys think that's true? That if a woman really loves a man, it's really hard for her to believe that every other woman doesn't also view him as perfection?
I think a woman looks at a man at any other woman as competition.
That's true.
Any other, whether the man treats her well or not or anything.
This is mine,
The
don't
way-
come here.
the way a woman is, made up, she sees any other woman that maybe is slightly or more attractive than her, close to her man, that is absolute direct competition.
Yep.
And also there's this notion of women thinking that also for us men, we are constantly on high energy, high alert. Our antennas are always tuned to looking for someone to cheat with or to do something like that with. But we're not like that. I think women need to understand that we have our tastes and our preferences, and if I have you in my life as my woman, it is
You're my
you with-
taste.
you're my taste. And
I'm
I've made the
not the only
decision.
one.
So I'm not constantly on high alert or I have an agenda to cheat. So calm down. Think about other issues in life other than the next woman wants to sleep with my husband or my boyfriend.
But scientifically, men are wired to spread their seeds as far
Exactly.
as possible. So it's quite possible that a man can actually love you, and he's busy out there, and it doesn't change whether he loves you more or not. He still loves you, but he's still out there, and he doesn't see anything wrong with it. Yes, and therefore, therefore, that women, you, with your eyes open,
Exactly.
even with your best friend.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Especially-
Yeah.
What do you
Especially-
mean? Listen, guys.
You always have to be alert.
We are not
Why do
always.
you think in the African culture, sorry to cut you, why do you think in the African culture,
Yes.
for example, the mother of the wife, you as
Son-in-law.
son-in-law, you can never meet, she's supposed to sit somewhere behind there, even if there are dowry negotiations, but she's supposed to like fade completely. It wasn't just because it was a very paternalistic culture. It is because men, even the son-in-law can get attracted to the mother.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is, some of the breakage of these things in the society is leading to a lot of things. So women must catch on you all the time.
Exactly.
Anyone can go
Your
after
nannies
your
in the
man.
house. Don't
Yeah.
be having your sisters and your cousins
Yes.
coming over to stay at your
Melissa,
house.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but be
Melissa.
smart.
Honestly,
Be smart.
honest-
True.
So,
Be smart.
Melissa.
Yeah.
You want your sister in her pajamas with a little cute shorts walking around and your husband sitting there. Are you
Yeah.
being serious? Like, be smart.
Yeah.
Like, it's not smart.
What? Listen,
In her
guys.
hot pants.
God
Listen.
forbid.
Ladies, listen.
No.
What Melvin is saying, and because I support, is that we are not wired that way. of course, we might fall once or twice. We are human beings.
Exactly, which is why you keep
That
all
once
women
or
away.
twice, and then outgrowers, wangapi.
We might-
how many outgrowers.
We might fall as men, but it doesn't mean that we go out there looking for everywhere you go. You
And
want
I'm not
plant
going
your
to
seed.
bring potential into our home. That's why you
It's
can't
not a
have your...
potential.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
And
It is.
potential.
I think my friend is at
thing
my
is,
house.
Most likely, the woman that your husband, your boyfriend is cheating with is not in your circles. You don't know who they are. You don't know. We don't do that kind of thing where we're just here.
Yes.
There are
A lot of men do that.
There are a few cases, but even you, which kind of man did you choose? A man that can just go for your friend, and of course I know your friend may tell you, or something like that. So we do these things, but away and far. And if
Can
this
you
man,
see our point?
you see
That
our
you guys
point
do
now?
these things.
You do these things.
however,
You proved our
it will
point.
not be
Thank
your
you.
sister or the house help.
But the point is you do these things. So women having the head on a civil should be, that's what they should do, because men are, you guys are weak and you can't help yourselves.
Wait, Melissa.
You can't help yourselves.
No.
You can't help yourself. You must fall once or twice. Women don't fall. Us, we don't fall.
What do you mean?
So how is it us, we can go a whole marriage without falling, but you guys, lazima, you fall once or twice?
Because initially we were allowed to marry 2 or 3 wives. Remember that?
Yeah.
See, then you then tell your wife, let's be polygamous and marry your 2, 3 wives.
Yes, but would you agree?
Then find the woman who would agree. Are you guys seeing? Are you guys seeing? I don't think we're ever going to come to a consensus when it comes to men and women and this issue. But I think that's a good place to end the show. I
Yes,
feel like
yes.
today was nice and short and sweet and great conversation. You guys, I love when you guys actually tell us what you think about these topics. So please let us know what you think about all these topics. Again, thank you for Samantha Wines. If you guys haven't gotten a bottle, they're pretty much everywhere that bottles are sold. Their rosé is still the fastest selling rosé in Kenya today.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so guys, get a bottle. This wine is really, really good. And thank you, Maybelline, for our makeup as always. Whew, it's been a long one, but it's been a good one. And we will see you again next week on Let's Be Real.